The button has been activated.
Yoshi.
Oh my god.
Okay, I mean, if you guys don't know who Yoshi is, just go watch all last year's videos, and you'll find out. Yoshi's one of my favorite people, and yeah, I mean, we got so much to talk about. I'm just gonna shut up here in a second, but I just want to say, like, we're actually gonna be in the same town for the first time ever in a week. Less, frankly.
It's insane,
right? Yeah, we're going to the Yoshi got us into the freaking wax rooftop hoity-toity holy crap party. I think they came up with a better name for it than that. Anyway, Yoshi, how are you doing? Just tell us everything. Just start at the beginning. Fill us in.
Oh my god, amazing. I miss you guys, but at the same time, I'm so excited to finally meet you, Corey. It's been a crazy year and a half since we met in the metaverse.
Yep. Can confirm.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so happy that we came along this far. It's only a year and a half, but I feel like it's been a long time, but
right.
And then we're still,
it's in NFT years though. NFT years are like minimum like dog years. So we've basically lived half our life together.
Exactly. But I'm excited. We're still doing it, somewhat separately in a sense, but still in blockchain, Web3, wax, YoshiDrops, Uplift. I think we're only a beginning of something great. But I feel people's pain though. Like, let's talk about current situation. I can't believe ETH is about to hit 900.
Yeah, right. I haven't taken a look at the prices this morning, but
it's going like this, and then everyone is like looking at the chart like every 5 minutes and like, oh my god, is it gonna go down? Like, oh my god.
Again, like it's good. The sooner it finds its level, the sooner it's gonna snap back up, right? So like the timing on this. Now, granted, like all bets are off because there's a recession or whatever, right? And that the line that it's printing is really bad. It's really shitty.
Right. Yeah, we're taking out. My favorite thing today was one of our team members, our killer dev. He posted in one of our private channels in Discord that they just found a gold reserve in Uganda that was like almost 2 times the size of all of the gold that has ever been taken out of the earth, apparently, which is really interesting. What happens to Bitcoin when the world realizes that gold is,
This is the thing. Like, gold's always been like that. People are so weird about that, thinking that like the gold standard is going to save everything. No, it's not. Right. The reason why they got off the gold standard is because any asshole could go buy a gold mine and fuck with the U.S. currency. Right. Like it. And now there's like gazillionaires that are going to be trillionaires. They're going to go get one asteroid and destroy the entire mineral market on the face of the earth. Like, just stop. It's ridiculous. It's never made any sense, right? They what they can't do? Go make, way more Bitcoin. They could try freaking BSV and all that other shit, but like, it just doesn't matter.
Well, so I think this is where it's exciting because like the markets might be failing, but like you said, you guys are going to meet for NFT at NYC, which is like, it's Bitcoin on steroids, in my opinion, because it's art, it's music, it's all of these things that people are bringing to the table. Right?
It's all different anyway, right? This is all temporary.
I've heard that 15,000 people is gonna be in that little area of Manhattan for 1 week. I think it would be like 10,000, but it would be so much fun though. Like, last year was like really fun, but at the same time it was like so new for everybody. But this year is more like, I know some people from last year, and then I we've been doing our thing, so it's more like a reunion. That's good. But also I'm for sure know that it's gonna be a bunch of grumpy people who's like, oh, I'm half rich now, or like
I mean, just go hang out with Corey, because like,
just
some of that.
This is as grouchy as he gets.
Yeah. Right. I'm a little tired. It's about as grumpy as I get. Yeah, no, it's going to be challenging. There's no way around it, right? Like navigating through this stuff for projects and for the community or whatever. It's not. I don't ever mean to say that it's not without challenges. We're facing existential challenges with the uplifts all the time right now. It just is what it is. We're starting from scratch, and you know we gotta boot back up while everyone's hair is on fire. But it's just to me like we can cry about it or we can try and outwork it. Those are literally your only two options, right? So you know, crying's boring.
Yeah.
So let's just go to work.
I start seeing a lot of like play to earn in different chains too, but Wax is the best. Like Wax is like years ahead to me, specifically when it comes down to like transaction and gaming development, and at least people are in there. And you know, guys, I went to San Francisco for Gamers Developers Conference, and it was amazing to meet all the game devs, and also like it was huge learning. From stupid, but even to make like a tiny little game, it'll cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? So I have respect for those who's building the game. And
Right.
Even for us to plug in like, you know, our own original plugins to Minecraft, it's an uncounted amount of developer funds, right? Like, but I'm very excited, right? Like, because I remember last year when you went and you got a speaking gig at you know, NFT MIC, and you were a little bit nervous before the speaking gig, and now like you're the big shot on Times Square, right? Like you're getting people into rooftop parties. No. I mean, you're going across, but you also, people might not know, you also are very connected with Wax as well, right? It's not just
yes, at this point. Yeah, I'm doing a little consulting with them at this point, not full time yet, maybe soon, but yeah, I'm happy to just, you know, be supporter Wax. I see a lot of you know, I see a lot of like crypto influencer people who is, you know, just pumping other chains because they give them money, but for me, I just like my people in Wax. And I just don't want to see less of them. I want to see more of them. And we're a little unique as far as how we scaling it, and then our demographics are like, we, you know, it's still in like a defining phase where everybody trying to figure out what blockchain is for as far as consumer product, who are those consumers are. You know, but I have a faith in our chain to scale it to the point where we're the best and the most fun, I guess, or use case. That's more important than the, you know, one artist making some art and then selling it one-on-one. Gas fees $500 by design, and you know, it's a little weird.
It really is, right? And obviously, like we're making a push over to Ethereum just because we want to have a footprint on all kinds of blockchains, right? But Wax is going to be home base forever, right? We're doing rewards on Wax. We're, you know, doing like the vast majority of our gameplay mechanics and shards and all that crazy shit is going to be on Wax. Because even when we're on 5 different blockchains, the ease of use is just going to keep having us add new features to the Wax blockchain because we can, right? Like, you know, and I imagine we're going to get, you know, competent and be able to do things on other chains, you know, with some efficiency, right? Like we did our DAO token on Ethereum. That's mostly about, you know, tried, tested, and true DAO mechanics software on snapshot.org or whatever. And there's, of course, you know, a lot, you know, more access to sort of capital flows on Ethereum or whatever. But Wax, you know, it's where everything just works. We can just go like beep, boop, boop, and it's just millions of things.
You know, I think innovation is happening on Wax blockchain specifically. It's just mind-blowing to me because how, you know, you can be a graphic artist and then don't know nothing about blockchain and minting it as far as you understand it. You can make a pack, right? You can make a releases and you can reach out the community. It's already embedded to the chain. Therefore, you don't have to hire expensive PR people. So right now we're like a village of 10,000 or even though I know we have like 20 million wallets, but like heavy user like us, probably like less than 40, 50,000 people. But if this is 5 million, and I think, so many people can supplement their income or supplement their, their downtime to be more creative, or just, you can go two ways. Like, you can make money from it, or you can, you can use it for your happiness, right? Like, because me, yeah, it's like it changed me as a financial, like, I gave me a much more financial stability. I can't even lie. But this community, and then what I can, like, I know I got friends on Web3 space that I can just be like, hey, what's up? Like, how you been? Like, I think that's really important. Thinking of, looking at the landscape of today's daily life, where like you can't really trust anyone or anybody, or like it's really sketchy out there. But on Web3 space, I can just put out my trust on blockchain and just have fun with the random strangers, I guess. But they're like my family, right? Like, look at us. Like, we know each other for so long, and we're doing our thing for a year, the years. And when I finally meet you in a couple days, it's gonna be fucking amazing, right? And it's different feeling than, like, different experience than ever before. Like, it's different because I've made a bunch of money with the people I never met. It's insane. This is something like people need to know about, or like at least use it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Gary, I'm gonna hit your question here in a second. Yoshi, I gotta show you something.
Okay.
And then we got to do some gratitudes. I'm actually gonna go over like this. So this is gonna be the whole screen. So you remember Uplifters Tower and our team tower over there?
Yeah, of course.
All right, check this out. Times Square.
Oh my god, that's so good. Wow, amazing. Did you send it to the team or the NFT NYC guys?
No, not yet.
I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna get you a couple contacts that
Okay.
They like that range for like VIP people, but just send them in. Send it. Is any of your artists featured in Uplift gonna be featured on like the Times Square billboard, or?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, what we're gonna be doing with this, Yoshi, all these spots for all the where all the billboards go, we're actually gonna be taking selfies and getting logos from all of the friends that we meet up there, like in real time, and we're actually gonna put them all up in here so that it's like full of,
Oh wow,
the
so
event
good.
and
Like a billboard
all the cool people we meet. Yep, pretty excited.
Wow, that's amazing.
Indeed. All right, so before we go any further, let's rock and roll on some gratitudes. All right. I'll start. I'm freaking grateful for you, dude. Thanks for coming on this morning.
Thank you for having me. It's amazing.
All right. Yoshi, why don't you go?
I'm grateful for us now. So you can put us now.
Us now. Got it.
It's happy, like it's great to be now with us because I'm about to meet you, and we've done a lot together, and we still have a lot to do, right? So it's like a really good moment, man. I'm happy.
Absolutely. Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm grateful for music NFTs. I'm gonna do two.
Yeah.
I'm also grateful for the monkey dance.
For what now?
The monkey dance.
Monkey dance.
So these are linked. You might not know it, but yeah, the OXO, medicine man. My daughter's in love with these dances of monkeys.
Oh,
and she
dude,
comes to
yeah.
me. She comes to me every single day, and she's like, "Daddy, monkey dance, monkey dance." And she climbs up in my lap, and we watch these monkey dances. And like music NFTs, where like kids can watch these cool characters, really blows them away. But yeah, what were you gonna say? You're a fan?
Yeah, no, we had OXO on the on the show, right? And like they're those guys are amazeballs. So yeah, I guess and Jordan, thank you for your gratitude. Gary from our team was asking, so Yoshi, what are your views on how the music NFT concept is progressing? And do you still think it's going to catch on? I mean, I would imagine that you do. I do.
I think it will continue to scale, but to get mass adoption by everyday people who's consuming music, that part probably gonna take time. But I also see many people and artists and organization will start leveraging blockchain more and more. So many will find them in tough spot, but also many will find them in you know really amazing situation. So I think all that's gonna happen at the same time, and I'm, as a people work for a music label, excited to see what's gonna happen, and also about like royalties and music rights as an NFT. I think people gonna trying to explore how that will totally work, but I don't see that's gonna be the thing in anytime soon yet. So, but but the service and mechanic is all there now, right? Like if you're one artist and you know 1,000 fans by name or heart, and then they're always gonna buy your stuff, and then that's only using music NFT will definitely only gonna help you, right?
Yeah,
because it's more connection and layers to the service you're already providing to your fans. So I think there'll be a winners and there'll be many losers. So
that's the same for any. I mean, in any industry, any tech or whatever, right? Like we're startups at the beginning of the internet, like 5 of them are left from the beginning, and there was thousands of attempts, right?
Yeah, I heard like there's 1,000 companies that sound and look better than Amazon in early 90s, but like they're all gone now, right? So
yep. Yeah, that's I've been preoccupied with obviously getting the uplift, getting our feet under us and getting a good sort of starting position for this year. Because I mean, starting at the absolute worst time, there's never going to be more headwind against us than right now. And I still believe we're gonna be all right. And then we get to having sort of aggressive goals for this year, because we definitely do. But then longevity, right? Like I like baking into the core system and the economics of this metaverse, how to make it last. I think just the act of making sure that we're around in 5 years is going to position us for a lot of success.
Jimmy,
sorry, the back feed. I mean, I'm excited to see how long this bear market lasts, and Yoshi doesn't like bears.
Oh, he just went to audio for his signal.
So I saw that. And that like what happens when we come out of it, like you said, Corey, right? There's going to be teams that sit down and that build and that go insane and go nuts, and then there's going to be ones that fizzle out and die out. And I was looking at my portfolio, today, and it's interesting to see some of the coins that like I came out of the last bear market with never got back to the point that I bought them, right? And some of them had multiple X's, like Binance, for example, right? Like went absolutely nuts, right? Like so it'd be interesting to see what ones are around. And I think WAX is tried, tested, true. There's a strong community. It's not going to die, right? It's not going to go anywhere. But we've seen like recent FUD of various blockchains that people think might pull a Terra, which is always interesting. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this plays out, and I'm also excited to be here, mostly with you, Corey, and the rest of the team.
Sorry,
because
guys.
we we didn't really do this our last bear market. We kind of built our show and built our connections and built our audiences. We weren't necessarily, at the end of the bear market, we were kind of dabbling with, a few community members in the uplift. But this would be the first bear market that uplift has been fully functional. Mm-hmm. And I think it's going to be really exciting to see what people do with that, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, we were basically just coming up with ideas, and well, like I was volunteering for now failed startups the whole time, right? So we've kind of seen all of it, right? And now it's like if we're around in 6 months, we're gonna be around in 10 years, in my humble opinion. What's really interesting is parts of the uplift are gonna look like this, but I would suggest that if we're around in 10 years, most of it won't. Which is interesting. Hey, Wax, Yoshi, do you know anything about the Unreal and Unity SDKs that Wax is talking about releasing?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Are they providing a platform for devs so that they can build like more of like a spatial games easier, or what? You know about anything?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's what Unreal is, right? I mean, they basically like a good portion of the sort of fanciest looking video games that'll come out over the next many years are going to be built on Unreal 5, the engine. And they released something saying they were going to release an SDK, which as far as I would kind of understand is it would be a way to attach wax blockchain transactions into game mechanics into Unreal 5. So I'm just super curious on that, because we actually the Uplift is acquiring a couple of Unreal 5 licenses.
I know they're building releasing more games like soon. Like real soon. So
awesome
and then
sauce.
It's not just one, it's gonna be more than just one.
Oh
yeah, so that's interesting to see. I don't know how everyone's opinions are. I can't wait to see how it rolls out. But yeah, it should be interesting. But also like a lot of new games or mining game per se coming in, kicking in everybody's butt.
Yeah, I like TC would not leave me alone around the mining network stuff, and I might have dabbled slightly.
I get a lot of people's opinion where that's not a real game, or like that's like a like the pyramid. But like pyramid thing, whatever, right?
It's literally designed on the tokenomics of Bitcoin. It does not take a PhD to figure that out, right? So
and
if it's a Ponzi scheme, so is Bitcoin. And also go take a look at Wall Street.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's interesting. Like there's a blockchain companies or gaming studios that spends like tens of millions, right? Like look at Animoca brand or Sandbox or whatever, right? And then last I checked, Sandbox was like 60 transaction per day or something.
Wow.
Or 100 transaction per day or something, right? And now they're gonna move to Polygon, and then like there's a mining network coming in like 5 million transaction a day.
Well, and again, like to be fair, they they got thank you, Jimmy. I heard it in my head. They got botted, right? Same as Alien World, same as like
but it's crazy how they design for bots. Like if you have an ability to claim 100,000 free miner and then sell it for a price of like 20 cents, and then you make $2,000 a day, like go for it, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like,
and then they started trying to, and they basically turned it off, right? They said, okay, for a little while we're gonna have
which
these
is
free
smart, like the
out.
FOMO
super
thing,
smart, right? it drives a bunch of the stuff into the market, and a bunch of energy around it or whatever. And for me, like, I don't know how to bot anything, but I, came in at a kind of a fun time and bought all those frees off the bottom of the market like it was my job. And again, like, this is not an endorsement of Mining Network, like in
No,
any way,
yeah, I
shape, or
mean, we
form.
don't
Like,
even have
I'm
to say
playing
the
around with
name.
it. People need to understand, right? Like, I was telling TC every single time he brought it up, like, anything that, the chart on Alcor looks great, fine, right? Anything that goes up this fast is going to come down just as fast. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. Like, I guarantee you it's going to happen, right?
Listen, let's not use the name collection, but I think I'm happy to see, right? Like 2 people or 3 people, dev, designer, right? And then come in and like make millions in like 2 weeks. Like, only Web3 can do it, right? So it's like, why the fuck not? It's like, otherwise they're gonna be working for like one of 100 dev at like, Korean gaming developing company, or like you're gonna be the little tiny marketing arm of a Japanese AAA gaming company, or like making like 50,000 a year and like use underappreciated. Where now you can be like the hero of a fucking.
Well, and really, like, we're still experimenting
Web3.
with the tokenomics, right? Like, that's, I think, the thing that really fascinates me about
Never
that,
ends. It's like a human behavior more than anything.
A little bit, right? And it really is like it's mapped really specifically to the tokenomics of Bitcoin. So hey, when can I buy a pizza with Yoshi bucks? Is what Gary just asked.
What?
Is that a thing? Can we buy pizzas with Yoshi bucks yet?
I mean, so we have to start the Yoshi pizza store. Ask him where he is. Let's
Get
start
it
from
done.
Well, can you buy? Can you buy? Yeah, because you can buy wax now at your favorite bakery. I don't know if Corey knows about this, but you got a bakery.
Tell me everything. What's going on with this? What we can spend wax on baking goods.
Oh yeah, so my friend runs this tiny boutique, private kind of, like a vegan bakery. Their thing is like vegan croissant. It's usually really hard to make croissant without using like butter and egg. But they figure out how to do it, and they're my friends. So I made him wax wallet, and then told my community, send him some free NFTs. He got like $400 worth of NFT in like 2 hours. Nice. And he was like, "Holy fuck! Like, holy shit! Like, let's do something." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll tell people you take wax, and if somebody show up, just take the wax."
I like it. So, I like it a lot.
You gotta do one by one. Like, I know this story since Jimmy's in Japan. I got this inspiring story about this beer company, Asahi. You know about Asahi Super Dry, Jimmy, right? So he's the founder. When he started in, I think it was like a 60s or something. There's just like one beer company dominate entire industry in Japan, and he would go around little tiny like yakitori or barbecue shops like around the whole entire Japan, go through like hundreds of stores, and then ask the owner if he can replace the bottle that it's empty into like his brand, and then he keeps doing it like for years. That's how they got really huge, because like word to mouth, and that's it. Web3 is like that, right? And then but still, like, as globalized and amazing and cutting edge technology it may sound, it actually takes like one person telling another person for them to try it, for them to like it, and then returning customer experience. It's really hard work.
Yep.
So
it is.
I'm not going to be here for so much longer, Yoshi. Did you know that?
Oh yeah, you're coming back to Canada, right?
Yeah.
So happy. Are you bringing the whole family?
Just the ones I like. The rest of them I'm gonna leave here.
Oh. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, it sounds like amazing.
Yeah, no, we're gonna come as a family. Give the kids some time with my parents, which would be fun, and hopefully I'm gonna get to leave the bear in a car. I just got an image of a bear sitting in a car.
Right? I was like, what?
Leave the bear in a car and travel around North America and
this
all the
summer?
people
How soon
that
are
I've
you leaving?
interviewed. Yeah, well, we'll be back this summer, but like end of summer. But like leave the bear in a car and drive around, North America and meet all the cool people that like I've connected with in the metaverse or on these shows or through our friends and stuff. So like the long-term plan, I don't know for how many years or how many centuries, depending upon if they get that whole living immortal thing right in the next decade. But like I want to really experience people for people, because the reason I like them is because I've experienced their peopleness in the metaverse or on these shows, and I just really like to give them a hug. And no better time to give people a bear hug than when the bear is over.
Thank you for doing that because it's so important. Like I spent so long not meeting people, like Corey with me for the first time, but like I actually meet somebody that met online from the Web3 space. Like, so I'm like really happy to like actually meet somebody that like share so much knowledge with, like, because it's worth so specific. So it's like I remember meeting one staff, like he's like marketing but graphic design, and he loves shooting photo, like, and then we met the first time, and like since we're working together on Wax Slack, and they were like, I couldn't even order food, like I can't shut up, like just so much shit that I want to talk about, like because you can't talk about like specific opinion or like just go off the rail and talk about some other stuff like just online or a meeting or like the chat, or like it's really cool. And then and I know it's a first of a many, and I'm looking forward to like really what's there in like the next 10 years.
I mean, it's easy. Like Florida's south, like Florida's like downhill from New York, so I can just jump on a skateboard in New York and get to Florida.
Yeah, I've heard that. It's just, you can just coast the entire way.
So, and like I want to do it in North America. I also want to do it in Europe, but I'm not crossing the border where you live anymore, Gary. You can come to me now. Just because
Gary, would you ever come to the States? I mean, I still like I dream of the day when we can get this sort of.
Corey,
like,
are you going to Nifty Blocks?
What's that?
Are you going to Nifty Blocks?
Yeah, when are they doing that?
It's September 28th.
Oh, it's in September, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe
it's Amsterdam.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, I gotta talk to them about that because I might end up. I think I have to do a couple different things in Europe in November. So maybe not, but it would be really lame to miss Nefty's first thing over there.
Right?
It terrible.
Sounds super cool. They moved it to November, right?
You're the most tight with Nifty Blocks, or Juan, or you who's Ben and the Atomic Hub, or.
Oh yeah, no,
they all gonna be there.
Dude, yeah, no, I would love. I met Juan and Jose at Shitcoin, and I've loved them from the beginning, right? Like I've been a huge fan since we had them on the show for their little alpaca thing,
it's. I sometimes I'm like almost scared for these people, like so much money or resources they must have to put in to like start a marketplace.
Yeah, it's a lot, especially now. Like getting them.
It's like $1 million to just run it or something.
Yeah, it's not trivial, and with volumes being down and Wax being in the toilet, like it's definitely going to be challenging. I think they're actually applying for the IBM grant as well, which is kind of fun.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you knew, Yoshi, we're getting accepted into the IBM accelerator, which is kind of fun.
Oh wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Are you getting? They're gonna intro you to some VC people or something.
Apparently, it's interesting though too, right? Because like I don't know how venture capitalists will react to the fact that the only way you can access playing around with the uplift is to buy DAO tokens. You can go and grab them off the LP pool, and I think we've got 4% left as an organization, and the only other person who's probably going to sell in bulk is me, So good luck with that, because I won't sell them cheap.
Is are you talking to other Metaverse C collection on Wax? Are you cool with
We
like
were. We used to have a show called the
we have
a show called the Metaversal Effect, right?
Yeah, we have Dan on all the time. And I know what's his nuts, Nick from Gnome City. They're apparently doing something on looks like Sandbox for Roblox, something like that. Yeah, no, we love them all. Absolutely huge fans.
There's a new do you see the new guy Landbox?
Yeah, Landbox. Yeah, I think Nick from Gnome City is doing that, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, it looks cool. I'm excited for them.
So the Netherlands conference, Gary, is I think NFT WAX decided to host like an NFT conference of their own over in Holland, and it was gonna. I totally blanked on that. Thank you for reminding me, because like I was actually gonna come home the end of September, early October, or the end of October, early November. And I remember I had this conversation with Corey, and I'm like, that's complicated. But then we found a really good ticket for August, so maybe I can go now.
Corey, you're gonna be in New York City by yourself, right? I know you say you're gonna move around with a bunch of people from NFT movie, but
Jen from our team is coming in as well.
Yeah, you gotta take a bunch of meetings too, man. Like I know Atomic Hub got a booth. Wax has a booth.
I'm there for meetings. That's why I'm coming up early.
Yeah,
and play.
Yeah, I'm staying at Steve's place up in the Hamptons. There's no way to say that without sounding pretentious. So I'm staying at Steve's place, right? But yeah, the whole plan for coming up early is to come into town and sit down with as many people as I possibly can. Like that's why I'm there.
Are you talking to like different chains too, or?
I'll talk to anybody who wants to talk. I mean, my main goal is I want to walk out of there with 30 more projects that have awesome exposure on Ethereum. That's my goal right now.
Or like thousand ETH, thousand more ETH or something.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, no, I wanna like anybody that wants to do any kind of collabs, like again, like especially for different changes, sort of the focus for this year. But yeah, I mean, if there's anyone you think I should talk to, I will talk to them.
Yeah. Are you speaking there or no?
So I was talking to Jeff from NFT the movie, who was saying like they might have a cancellation and put me in, but nothing slated right now.
Oh, I'll sneak you in, I guess.
I mean, by all means, threaten me with a good time.
I hope
it's always nice to know people, right?
I mean, it's all right. Yeah, and seriously, like again, Yoshi, I'm gonna be around early, so if there's anything you guys need help with, or think I could be useful around, just let me know.
Yeah,
and seriously, Yoshi, while Corey covers his ears, make him play something in Central Park and record it and make an NFT out of it, because
right. Yeah, Steve was telling me to bring a guitar up. I don't think I'm gonna. I hate traveling with guitars on airplanes, so I probably won't do that, but. I might try
who plays music.
I might try and buy one.
I'll tell Steve to buy one.
There you go. Yeah, I mean you can get a decent guitar for a few $100. I'll just like drop by a store and it would be cool to get around a campfire and just drink wine and play guitar. Gary's asking who's going to run the asylum while Corey's in New York City. I nominate Gary.
Oh wait, how long you gonna be in the city till?
The 24th is when I fly out.
Okay, so like Thursday and then Thursday,
yeah.
Are you going to LaGuardia, right, or JFK?
I'm flying into the
JFK.
1 year. I'm flying into the 1 year, Steve, and I think I leave from LaGuardia.
Oh yeah, JFK to probably, and then leave from LaGuardia.
Yep.
Very localized talk.
Yeah, man, I like, and my wife keeps telling me about all these things that I got to do, and like because I've never been in New York before. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna do any of that stuff.
That's
I'm not gonna do any of that stuff because I want to do it with her. Like when we can go together. I'm there strictly to do work, and there's there's gonna be so many people there that I need to hang out with and chat with or whatever. There's not gonna be any time to do it.
If you can though, you should maybe try to buy some pastries with wax.
I mean,
just come back with your wife before the summer ends.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I always take my family to this beach town called Montauk. It's by Hampton, but like all the way out in the end of the Long Island. It's really peaceful. Oh, I mean, you're from the beach too, so I guess.
Yeah, the beach is it's about a mile that way. So yes,
so good.
I'm a huge fan.
But
Indeed. Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. I'm excited to see everybody for sure.
I know it's very tough in the metaverse industry, but you guys are gonna be good, man. I know it. You need one person to give you 100 million.
You know what the thing is? We don't need anyone to give us anything.
Yeah, but get it started.
That's like,
yeah, exactly. You don't.
And there's I have meetings with with a few people that are thinking about investing or whatever, and that's fun, right? But my game plan and our game plan for the Uplift team doesn't require any of it because we can't count on it, right? Like that at the end of the day, we're gonna actually do this really weird thing where instead of getting other people's money and then spending it all on potentially building a business that'll potentially make money, we're gonna sell shit to people that want shit and make money that way. It's called business, and I think more people in tech should try it.
Yeah.
Jimmy,
That's
you're muted.
true.
Sorry, we've got the perfect platform to be able to do it now that we're a DAO. I mean, there's so many people involved and so many people here with us that are just building shit that we didn't even think of already. That's why week 2.
Right? Yeah, no, and I think this is the other thing, Yoshi. We had the first proposal that I wrote in for the DAO. I got all excited about it. We were talking about it on the show, and I'm like, hey, what if we sold an entire map? And our maps are tiny now, right? They're like little 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer things. It's better on the server, blah blah blah, right? So what if we sold one for 5 billion Upliftium? And somebody was like, oh, that's like $17,000 worth of Upliftium. Yeah, go try and buy that. Right? It's in a swap pool or whatever. It's going to get jacked up to about 100 grand, which is around where we would want it. Right. But it'll, it's going to 10x the price of Upliftium. Right. And so we started chatting about it or whatever. And I hadn't done a DAO proposal before. So I was like, well, okay, let's just use this as an exercise. So I went and got a Google Doc and I wrote down like some of the ideas we had and some of the, possible questions, constraints, yada, yada, yada. Right. And then, we opened it up to the entire, Uplift community. I opened the Google Doc up to everybody, and they all start, getting, a bunch of different ideas on there. The idea got better in front of my eyes in like 10 minutes. It was really amazing. And so we're voting on it now, right? Like it had its prelim vote and it hit quorum because you got to hit 15% of all the DAO tokens to, basically make, make us all kind of vote on it and make sure that, it's going to be relevant or pass or whatever. And then I think it passed already. Hey, Jimmy, this was yesterday.
That one did.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it since yesterday, but yeah, that's the thing. Like since me doing that, and that's going forward. Man, we should probably make a game plan on that.
No, well, and what's even more interesting about that is that went forward, and before it had passed, a few community members, 3 or 4 community members, they decided to already start taking donations for when it passes, and they're essentially bootstrapping this first world that will become out of this proposal that wasn't even passed through quorum yet, which is really interesting because now you've got all of these people who are thinking about doing amazing things, and it's hard for me to wrap my mind around it, right? I'm gonna have to eventually write a proposal for a new committee because I can't keep up. I'm getting my ass kicked out here. I'm serious. I'm a pretty decent writer, pretty good at keeping on top of things, but I can't keep up, man. There's so much going on, Yoshi. It's insane, right? I used to write, a lot for multiple projects. I can't even write one series now without, it's nuts. So I love it. But I mean, Roger, we got to get you on here too. And I actually Roger should come in here with Yoshi sometime. That would be cool. Roger's one of our community members. He built the first. He built a Rabbitars gallery, and Rabbitars is basically Playboy NFTs, which is pretty cool. And he's always here in the comments. So shout out to Roger. I've been eyeing up a couple rabbitars recently. I'm gonna get one. Corey's been my downfall. Not the bear market, Corey, because I keep spending my hard-earned falling Ethereum on OpenSea now. But not quite as much as Corey because he's got an affinity for Halos, so I can usually get something cheaper than him because those Halos are expensive, aren't they, Corey? But I got my Win Lambo. I'm pretty excited about that. Yoshi, I want to ask you. Are you only dabbling in wax, or do you have NFTs on other projects as well?
You mean? Yeah, I'm mostly wax. I don't have Ethereum stuff. I think I got like Polygon something because the sunflower land or something, or I have like a Tezo that Nifty VC gave it to me, Tezo stuff. Yeah, but all wax. Like no, I don't have no assets on any cryptocurrency. I mean, that's not why I use wax, but so. Yeah, only wax. I don't know. I don't find other NFT chain interesting yet, or if they ever gonna. I think wax have everything that I want.
Well, I mean, we didn't either until we realized that some of the ballers that are on Ethereum. Honestly, Corey, I'm excited about some of these NFT projects that are coming into Ethereum and DGen 1, right? Like, there's some pretty cool ideas, right?
Yeah, I mean, for us, like as a company, if we only ever stayed on wax, it increases the likelihood that we will die.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't
order of magnitude,
sense.
right? Like we can't.
Everyone.
It's an existential risk.
Yeah, everyone have a positioning. Like, YoshiDrops probably need to be, multi-chain, and depends on like, because me personally, I just love wax, but
me too. Huge fan, right? Like,
yeah.
And honestly, like where wax is still my biggest bag by far, right? Wax projects are 98, 99% of my holdings. I'm wax all day.
Yeah.
Right. But when it comes to the uplift and the project, and like I feel like it's my responsibility and the DAO's responsibility to be thinking about, okay, how do we make sure in this universe where 98% of projects are going to fucking die? Like they're going to.
But
right?
It's not only on wax, everyone,
and making sure that we can get around it. And really just like diversifying onto different chains is like diversifying a portfolio, right? It just means that like we don't know who's going to win, where all the juice is going to be, whatever, and how do we get in front of it so that we can just have the best possible chance of making it through, right?
Well, and it's not just wax; it's every chain, right? Like if you're diehard Solano's going to take over the world, and it's funny that you said that because like a good friend of mine who was big into diversification, right? Like he went into everything. He diversified the hell off of his massive gains in the Taro ecosystem, but he only diversified in the Taro ecosystem. and like when it crashed, he got wrecked, and he's like, he's a great guy. He's a friend of Bonds, is a friend of mine. We worked together on various, EOS projects. He told us to get in. He does okay, right? Because he looks at it now and he's like, well, we're all fucking long-term holders now. Time to tackle some other chains and wait for my, my tokens to come due, right? But like, I think, it's just smart from any perspective. We went through this, like we were kind of alongside you, Yoshi, when we launched, YoshiDrops on wax, and we were looking at it and it made sense, right? But if you're in one tribe essentially, and you're there and you're trying to build a product that you want the world to adopt that's beyond blockchain, you really need to be cross-chained at this point, right?
You're supposed to be cross-chaining and marketing towards every Web3 space people as much as possible, because it's like no one in here yet, right?
Right.
Like it not to be like the rude or anything for Web3 community, but it's like a million. It's like not even a million of us, right? The whole entire shit, like so. We're supposed to be, waving down our Web3 flags wherever we can. And I was talking to Jimmy about it last time, but it's like a million or couple million devs in the world, and then only like 10,000 people are Web3 full time or something. So it's like 0.1. We need to scale it. So we can't be talking about this chain only or that chain only. But I see that a lot in the Ethereum community, where they're just too stubborn on Ethereum because the price. Blockchain is the only space where money slows shit down, right? Because it's like blocking the innovation. Like
I don't know, man. Like I see it in the real world too, right? Like the same thing happens. We get our bubble glasses on, right? But the same thing happens in the States, in North America with the oil and gas industry, right? When you have a bunch of people that bought into mines, that made it well, that did good, they don't want progress, right? They want to keep milking the bees. And they're killing them in the process, which is really sad, because we've got the potential for renewable energy, we've got the potential for all this stuff, and blockchain has the same, right? Like, I mean, Wax isn't going to be able to do everything. EOS, isn't going to be able to do everything. I hope that they can do something.
I love EOS.
EOS should start with something. Now, granted, that's something we got to have the boy team on, because we got to do we got to do some of those avatars. Speaking of the only thing on EOS that is interesting to me in any way, shape, or form at the moment,
right? Yeah, those are awesome. People don't know what you're talking about, so explain it, Corey. What are the Boyd avatars?
I don't know enough to have they're just avatars, the PFP project that the Boyd team started up.
Yeah, so like nothing else exists on any other chain. Like you can actually go in and buy parts to the avatars and build them yourself, right? Like it's flipping amazing. Like the amount of technology that went in. Corey's. Are you walking through the office ringing bells so that people know that you're there?
Yeah.
I like it.
I got your face.
Yoshi's home, motherfuckers.
That's awesome.
I like it. So, I don't know. Like I'm fascinated. I'm glad you're here in the bear, Yoshi. I'm glad all of our future guests are going to be here in the bear, because like I'm as wrecked as everyone else, and probably so is Corey. But Corey, this is exciting to me, because this is our first bear where we're actually plugged in, like I said, to the metaverse and to the people who were here in the last bear, and we get to actually see them build a second time, right? And we get to see the new people come in and build the first time, and I don't know what's going to happen next week with the show. You guys are going to be super busy, and we might have a guest here and there, but like I'm just super excited to
we should
watch
show
the
up together,
coverage and things, right? Yeah, in matching jumpsuits, walking the red carpet into the party. I mean, I know a fashion guy who could design
like
for
you
you.
do. I've always wanted to walk around in a tracksuit.
Right.
For the record, that's not true.
As opposed to shorts that are matching top.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard tracksuits are big in Florida. I don't know.
They are. It's actually how you blend in.
Corey, have you thought about reaching out to Minecraft community or influencer, but not build on Uplift right away, but onboarding them with like a NFT release or something?
So I would love to chat with anyone sort of in that space to even just explore what they might want. Because one thing, like when we've interacted with people in the sort of traditional Minecraft community, we get people in all the time from that community, but like the couple times that we've talked to an influencer, they sort of didn't understand what was happening.
So I think the way we need to do this is like influencers. Let's say any Minecraft influencer have more than 1 million followers, bought it or not, whatever. But that's their job, right? So like they're making money from endorsement or whatever. So they just only take money to do whatever the market that they want to do. So, but so we need to look at who's spending that money, I guess. So there's like Minecraft oriented or that type of like consumer product, probably PR agent at this point, that who's like always constantly spending X amount of dollar to these influencers, right? So we gotta get connected to that PR. Not, I don't think it's a one agent, but like that's, I think there's a whole industry to that.
Probably.
Like Minecraft influencer specific.
Right.
And
yeah, that's definitely a possibility. I think like the Minecraft people, by the time the Minecraft people figure out what we do and start flooding in, which is going to happen, I think, on its own, we'll be halfway into Unreal 5 by then. So Andre is asking how big the plots are in DGen 1. The ones that we're giving away, so the one that you have, Andre, is 32 by 32. The standard size now for all those is 32 by 32. There are some that will be auctioned off that are 64 by 64, but that's the new standard footprint. Anyway.
Are you also like maybe come or multi platform it like outside of Minecraft too, maybe possible?
Yep. No, definitely. Yeah, we've got my goal for the end of the year is to have an MVP experience of a Minecraft build that has been ported into Unreal 5 that can be accessible on the web. And that's going to happen. People actually are now taking their Uplift builds and putting them into Spatial. So that's going to be another one. There's going to be a lot of different ways to basically build in the Minecraft layer of Uplift, but then port it into other platforms.
I mean, that Uplifters tower is unreal. When you go into it and you get to click the button of the block that you want to go to and you jump to that point, like it's pretty flippin' amazing. And I don't know if people really understand.
No, they will. This is how it's all going to develop, right? Like, and I get more excited about the fact that we started with Minecraft because literally anyone can come in and build literally anything, and then they can download the object file, or we can provide it for them. Now that object file can go into Spatial, it can go into Unreal 5 once we're ready for that, and then our next job will be connecting all of that stuff in meaningful ways so that it is a connected metaverse where you have neighbors and it's a persistent reality that people can wander around in, that we can then turn into a 4-dimensional Shopify and basically just eat the entire internet.
And what's super fun about it is the fact that like our one sticking point is you need a Minecraft Java account. Well, maybe not anymore
for now. Right, for now. And I had a meeting with some people that were showing me that we actually can do DeFi stuff in world. Which is kind of fun. Which is gonna be nuts, actually. Like batched DeFi protocol stuff. I gotta Julian and Taras from ApeSwap don't know that yet. We're gonna be telling them about that stuff. Anyway, listen, I gotta run because I got a bunch of stuff to try and get done before hopping on a plane tomorrow morning. Yoshi, I'm gonna see you soon, buddy.
So excited.
Right? Woohoo!
As for all of you who tuned in, thanks very much. We'll be back tomorrow at our regular scheduled time, whatever that might be. You probably know better than us. Please shout out everything you find on NFT NYC for YoshiDrops, for Wax, for the Uplift World.
Thank you for the shout out.
Yeah, we're going home.